So this is Raft Tycoon 2. So if you hit start here, if you have multiple players, you can choose who the host is and add them to your team. So when you come onto your raft, I'm just going to give some tips and tricks. You got a milestone machine here and all this stuff. There's upgrades based on your level. As you can see, I'm level 140 under my health. These are fishing nets. Basically, you just have these nets and they'll catch random stuff, including fish or materials for stuff. You have your compactor, which you can put rusty cans in to create metal for upgrades. This will do wood, so you don't always just have to hit this tree here for wood. Sawmill will produce planks, which can increase your area of raft. There's vegetable farms, so you'll notice every upgrade you have. So there's food, there's eggs, there's mining, and there's oil drill over there. Each one usually has about 4 tiers to it, so there'll be 4 cabbage patches, 4 coconuts. There's all these different shops that you can sell stuff. One of the upgrades that I'd recommend getting early on is based off your level. It will have a random value for certain things be double. So in the shop, it'll say the price, and then it'll say if it's double or not at a shop. This base is basically ready to be Rebirth, which will unlock new things. So there's mushrooms in here, grains, peppers, and you'll notice that the pumpkins get unlocked on Rebirth 1. So if you go and you can see your Rebirth, what you get for each Rebirth, and that it takes quite a while to get to a Rebirth. So you'll see here is the 2 times thing here. That's something worth investing in pretty early. There's different chicken farms. So best way to do the chickens is you have to kill them to get the egg. They'll respawn, don't worry about it. So my best advice when you start out is spend a lot of it selling stuff because you need the money. When you start getting the mining section, which is over here, this is when I would start focusing on filling up your rocket ship. So you have 4 things you'll have to fill. So you'll have the yolk deposit, the crop. The crop takes the longest by far. It's like 12k crops. Fuel deposit's only 1.5k. Cores 6k. So over on the fueling deposit, basically there's different mini games to do with them. So there's quite a few in my production line. I'm just going to show it. I'm not really too worried about producing it, but basically it's the same old hack mini game that's in Fortnite. So you do it based on how many you have. So we'll just leave. So I got 11 for it, and you can sell it. So as you can see, fuel's worth quite a lot. One cool thing you can do in this is you can change the amount you're selling on the bottom. So 1 times, 10 times, 20 times, sell for gold. Basically, the premise of this is you need to fill each of your supplies for your rocket and shoot the rocket off, which will essentially rebirth you. The best way to do this, and I'm just going to show you my stats. I was playing with my friend earlier, so we were able to do this pretty quickly, and you can edit your team here if you need a team. As you can see, it takes quite a long time. I mean, we're dicking around a lot, but it does take quite a bit of time to do it. You can use diamonds to upgrade skills, and this is in Rebirth. Once you rebirth the first time, these skills will make things go a lot quicker. So you can save diamonds if you want. You can also buy boosters, which will increase stuff like doubles the drops of farmable items. You're going to want to use this if you're farming, trying to get your rocket ready. Double production machines, this will help you build your base better, and the level boost is really good at the beginning to try and get the earlier house passes that will like increase like the area bonus and stuff, which you can see in the bottom right above my Uzis. Best way to kill chickens is with the Uzis. You can go pickaxe, but you might as well just go with Uzis. But yeah, basically the big tip I can give people is when they unlock the mining, use the mining to sell. So as you can see over here, 6.4k, 12k, 12k. So these are affected by that ×2 bonus, so it's half what it would be, but still that's a crazy amount of gold to start. There's quite a few different ones. There's even a back set out here, which will also be even more mining. The ones that are missing, those are coming in for the rebirths, so you don't have to worry about everything. You'll know when your base is done. You can even check in your statistics. You can even check your inventory here. So all the ones with the rebirth symbol normally mean you can't get past that until you further rebirth. But essentially, once you're done everything here, and this is a different mineral area, you'll notice that there's like a black bar that slowly fills green. That's just the refill time and how long it takes to refill. So certain things take longer than others. So like copper not copper, coal, it's a lot quicker than copper over here. But copper's worth more. So your best bet if you want to make money quick is to pop a 2x booster. And then start farming. So you can buy one and then you can pop one there. Other things to note, there's a time pass here where you can claim the things you don't have yet. As you can see, that's as far as I got in the time pass. It kind of just goes on infinitely, it kind of seems. And there'll be notes like you just saw where else the compactor's empty, so you can go and refill it and all that stuff to try and get that going. So here's the compactor, so you just kind of fill it, and you'll see you get experience and stuff from it. And this will produce metal for us, which is also used to get further upgrades. Water does damage you, just a heads up. It's not really significant. So this is the fueling. This took a lot of metal to get to. Don't be discouraged if you feel it's taken a while to go. There's a lot to get done in this, so I recommend focusing on certain tasks. And if you find something like the farming one, for example, really daunting, I'd wait until you have like you're further along, done your base, and then you can start this. Preferably when you start the mining stuff, start chucking all of this stuff instead of money into here, and so on and so forth. When you have all 4 of these done, you can launch your rocket. So you go up here to Rebirth, and I'll just Rebirth now just to kind of show you guys what it happens. Essentially, you come up here. This upgrade here costs about 10 million, so make sure you still have some stuff to sell. So you click here, and I'll tell you what you keep. So you keep your diamonds, your skill upgrades, time pass, the boosters you've bought, your house upgrades, which would be the upgrades tied to your level. And then you can Rebirth. So, and I'll give you a confirmation. So let's launch the rocket. Now this might look a little more familiar to people based on where you start, so you don't really have that much at the get-go, so you gotta start small and work back up to where we were at, which is a-okay. Like I said, keep an eye for your milestones and stuff. As you can see, some upgrades will stick. So the milestones are still here, so we can activate this to get more diamonds. And then you can also increase better odds of... Where is that? There it is. You can get different skills. So Scavenger is a great skill. Reduce time, so this will increase our chance, like decrease it by 10% to make things come back faster. Increase the shop price for all sales. That's good. These all seem like very relevant, like good things. Increase the value of items in the depot, so we're getting a little more for them. Extend the duration of boosters, increase in level. So I feel like I wouldn't bother with the level points right now until I find more upgrades, which I'm sure there will be based on levels coming up. But as of for right now, it's kind of back to the basics. So the fishing is going to be where you get most of your money at the beginning. You can get a sawmill and stuff, so everything's back to where it was, essentially. There, of course, is, like most of the stuff, a premium shop. I don't really feel like you need to use it. If you want to support the creator, you're more than welcome to. But it's all basically movement stuff, which I'm not too worried about. Which are kind of like that, they don't really have it tied to anything else. It's based off of like just doing what you're supposed to do. But yeah, basically that's it. When you get reset back, you just start it again. It moves a little bit quicker. As you saw in the Rebirth menu, what extra you get. So 9 more fishing, a little bit more. You get the skills menu on this one. And it even says, right, Rebirth 4, you get the Rainbow Crystal area, you get the Berry area, Rebirth 3, all these different things. So it gives you a reason to Rebirth, which I kind of like, because I find a lot of these do. And I know a lot of standard tycoons, you can get money while you just kind of sit and do nothing. I really like that this one, you actually have to do the farming and stuff. It's worth checking out. And yeah, hopefully that helps. But basically, at the start, just do what you can. But when you get to the later portions, you definitely want to worry about the mining stuff. Another tip that I did forget is almost all these things can be upgraded. If you go in here, you can spend money to upgrade it. It'll either increase capacity and production per hour, which really helps out, especially in the later parts where you're going to need quite a lot of planks and metal. So make sure you upgrade those. They always cost money, especially like I said, the mining thing is very important to take care of that stuff eventually. But yeah, so essentially you just want to keep getting stuff to the point where and definitely change your amount, so you don't get sort of clicking, especially when you start having more stuff going on. Anyways, I hope that helps a little bit. Good luck.